Let's move on to Newcastle. With these new APT rules, certainly Newcastle should be able to take advantage and give themselves a massive boost with their current PSR issues. How are they going to go about doing that?
Look, I think they should. I think you're right. I think these sort of roll back slightly of the rules does make a big difference for the PIF, the Public Investment Fund from Saudi, who own Newcastle. And the one area that I've been very surprised about, and that Newcastle appear to have been very lax on, is the whole regional sponsorships around the world. There's very few, as I've seen, new sponsors coming into Newcastle that own the rights in certain regions around the globe. And that was something that Man United did very well when the Glazers came in. And I'd have thought with the stable of PIF investments, and they have, hundreds of billions of pounds and reals invested in some of the biggest companies in the world. So I'm surprised some of those connections haven't been called upon to at least buy regional sponsorships. I also think there should be a lot of work done in Saudi Arabia itself with Newcastle. Things in terms of potentially TV shows, whether it be outreach programs, etc. A lot of things can be done in country, and those new changes in the APT rules could allow for some significant money to come back into the club. And that's where I think they should have been doing for a while now. But now they got the chance. They've really got to capitalise on it quickly. And I'd hope that PIF connections can really come to the fruition there. Because if they do, then Newcastle will be in a great position. And Eddie Howe would have some more flexibility to build on the squad.
And what kind of commercial value do you expect to see from these deals? What kind of numbers are we talking about for Newcastle now that they can potentially, not do the kind of deals that are fraudulent in any way, but really kind of take as much advantage of these new rules as possible?
No, they're not in any way fraudulent, and I think they can show greater value, but it does mean segmenting the globe in terms of their sponsor base, which is, as I say, Man United have done it for many years and done it successfully. So, if you go through, let's say, just, the Muslim world, there's different countries there where Newcastle can do deals with telecoms, with financial services. And PIF have got investments in Disney and all sorts of different companies, Microsoft. So there's got to be deals to be done. I think in terms of scale, they should be looking at an extra 50 to 100 million that could be capitalised if they work hard on the commercial department this year.
And could this have an immediate enough impact where Eddie Howe doesn't need to sell any players in January? There's been a lot of rumors that they'll have to get rid of a Trippier and Almiron potentially just to avoid PSR issues come this summer. But could these deals get done in the next 6 months, whereas those books can be balanced by June 30?
I don't think it'll be a January situation that'll come in, but I think certainly for the summer there should be really strong movement by that time, and they should be able to look at adding to the squad rather than selling. And I think that should give them enough leeway to really make another challenge. And I think also at the same time, we'll be hearing about the new stadium issues around Newcastle. There's also an interesting story just now about the Saudis potentially buying Newcastle Airport. So there already is, with the new stadium and with the airport, some potential new sponsorship straight away. So I would expect to see Newcastle going on a pretty big sponsorship sales effort in the next few months. I hope they've done all the work already over the last few months, because now is the time. So they're going to need it by the summer, but it can be done.
And what kind of budget boost would you think that would give them come this summer if you had to put a number on it?
Well, as I say, I think an increase of between 50 to 100 million is feasible and could be done. Now that would mean a big increase in the squad spend, and I think it would be good for Paul Mitchell, for Eddie Howe to get together and certainly improve the squad they've had, and I think take them to the next level, which they've done once. Now they've got to try and go again and get themselves back challenging at the top again.